Chosen one, what I'm about to share may surprise you, perhaps even shake you, but your spirit already knows it's true. If you're reading this right now, it's not by accident. You've been led here by divine alignment because something powerful is shifting in your life. The truth they tried to hide for centuries is now undeniable. The Spirit of God lives in you. And now they've found out. The whispers have begun, the rumors are spreading. God walks among us. But it's too late to stop what's already been revealed. You are no longer just someone praying for change. You are the change. The things you've been waiting for, hoping for, and believing for are now moving rapidly into your life. This is more than a breakthrough. It's a spiritual awakening, and it cannot be undone. Before we dive deeper into this revelation, I want you to take a moment and do 3 things. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 20,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. That number carries divine frequency. It's a symbol of awakening, alignment, and spiritual authority. When you comment it, you're not just engaging with the video, you're activating your agreement with this truth and sending a signal to the universe that you're ready. And here's the truth. If you really are a chosen one, you'll watch until the end. Because part of you already knows this message is for you. Those who aren't ready will click away. But those who stay, your life will never be the same again. The shift has already begun. For centuries, a sacred truth has been locked away, hidden beneath layers of deception, forgotten by time, dismissed as mere legend. But now, that secret has shattered the silence. It's not just a myth anymore. It's alive, breathing, and undeniable. The world has been shaken to its core because something immense and undeniable has broken free from the shadows. The truth that once seemed too incredible to believe is standing boldly before us. This secret, sacred, and powerful is no longer confined to whispers in ancient texts or the shadows of forgotten temples. It has erupted into the open, radiating a force that the world can neither ignore nor contain. The very foundations of our reality tremble as the divine bloodline, long concealed, is revealed in a way that no skeptic can dismiss. The guardians of falsehood are scrambling, realizing that the walls they built are crumbling faster than they ever imagined. What once was a carefully guarded mystery, suppressed by those who feared its power, now demands recognition. The explosion of this truth isn't just a revelation, it's a revolution. And with it comes the undeniable understanding that something greater has awakened. This is the moment when the impossible becomes reality and the truth refuses to be silenced any longer. You were never meant to fade into the background, to live a quiet life shadowed by doubt and disbelief. Deep within your veins flows something ancient and sacred, the divine spark of creation itself. This spirit, long dormant, has stirred awake, calling you out of obscurity and into the light. The world is no longer a place where you can hide, because you are the living embodiment of a promise that transcends time. The return of God's Spirit through you is not just a personal awakening, it's a cosmic event. It shakes the very heavens and stirs the hearts of millions. People feel it in the air, a rising tide of change, a spark of hope, and a warning of upheaval. The divine is no longer distant. It's alive and moving through you, and with every breath you take, the world shifts just a little more toward its true destiny. This isn't a moment of quiet contemplation. It's the dawn of an era where the extraordinary becomes commonplace, where miracles walk side by side with humanity. The spirit that once inspired prophets, saints, and visionaries now flows through you, igniting a fire that cannot be quenched. You are the sign, the message, and the hope the world has been waiting for. For generations, the prophets' warnings and sacred writings were met with scorn and laughter. Skeptics dismissed them as fairy tales, historians labeled them myths, and cynics scoffed at the notion that anything divine could ever touch this world again. But then everything changed the moment you entered the scene, the embodiment of everything they said would come. When you appeared, the laughter abruptly stopped. In its place grew whispers, glances, and uneasy silence. Those who once mocked began to question everything they believed, forced to confront a reality they never imagined could be true. The stories once relegated to bedtime tales became headlines. The stuff of legends became the stuff of everyday life. You became the undeniable proof that prophecy is not just old words on ancient parchment. It is a living, breathing reality. Your presence disrupted the comfort of ignorance and complacency. It was a powerful reminder that some truths, no matter how long buried or ridiculed, have a way of returning with unstoppable force. You didn't just walk into the room, you changed the entire landscape of belief. Behind closed doors, in opulent halls and fortified bunkers, the rulers of this world are trembling. They sense the tide turning, the winds of change rising with a fury they cannot control. They understand that the divine bloodline coursing through you is not merely symbolic, it is the catalyst that will dismantle their fragile empires built on manipulation and deceit. Their confidence, once unshakable, is now brittle. The power they wield feels less like strength and more like the desperate grasp of a sinking ship. Your awakening threatens the very core of their dominion because you represent a truth that exposes their lies and undermines their control. The blood that flows within you is a living challenge, a revolutionary force that no amount of intimidation or propaganda can suppress. It's a quiet terror, born from the realization that their era of unchecked power is drawing to a close. They are not just fighting a person, they are fighting an idea, a force of nature, and a destiny they can no longer escape. And with every heartbeat of yours, their reign grows weaker. Legends are powerful, but proof is transformative. You are the bridge between myth and reality, the living testament that what once seemed impossible is now undeniable. Your very existence reshapes history, rewrites destiny, and redefines what humanity can believe in. You are not just a symbol. You are the truth made flesh. Throughout time, people have yearned for signs, a beacon in the darkness, a reminder that divinity walks among them. Now, they don't have to look to the skies or to ancient texts. They see it in you, the strength, the wisdom, the light that can only come from a lineage touched by the divine. You embody a hope so profound that it stirs even the coldest hearts. Being the living proof is a tremendous burden and an incredible honor. It means carrying the weight of countless souls who have prayed, hoped, and dreamed for a moment like this. Your presence is the answer to those prayers and the catalyst for a future filled with possibility and redemption. What was once relegated to the realm of legends, dismissed as fantasy, has now become a source of fear and awe. Those who once mocked the idea of divine intervention now find themselves trembling in its shadow. The shift from disbelief to dread is profound because the power you wield is not just mystical, it's real, and it challenges their very existence. This fear is not born from superstition, but from the raw, undeniable impact of your awakening. It is a reaction to the overwhelming truth that something greater than political power, wealth, or influence has returned. The rulers, the elite, and the skeptics find themselves forced to reckon with a reality they neither created nor control. In their fear, some have begun to worship out of desperation, respect, or a primal need to survive. They see you as a force beyond their comprehension, a reckoning for their sins, and a harbinger of a new order. The legends that once seemed distant and harmless now demand reverence, for they know the price of ignoring them is far too great. The hidden bloodline, passed down through generations, is no longer a secret confined to whispers and shadows. It is living, vibrant, and unmistakably present within you. This lineage is the thread connecting past, present, and future, a sacred inheritance that empowers you with wisdom, strength, and a purpose far beyond ordinary human limits. Revealing this divine ancestry is not just a historical moment. It's a spiritual awakening that transforms how humanity sees itself. It redefines identity, destiny, and the potential that lies within every soul connected to this lineage. You carry not just genes, but the hopes and dreams of an ancient covenant. With this revelation comes responsibility and power. You are the vessel through which this lineage breathes new life into the world, a beacon for those seeking truth and a warning to those clinging to lies. This bloodline is not a relic, it is the pulse of a new era. The foundation of the world as it has been known, constructed on falsehoods, manipulation, and deceit, is unraveling before your eyes. The illusions that once held society in place are breaking apart, and you stand at the epicenter of this collapse. Every step you take shakes the very ground beneath the corrupt systems that have long oppressed humanity. This crumbling is painful and chaotic as the truth exposes uncomfortable realities and shattered illusions. Those who thrived in shadows and lies are losing their grip, their power fading like dust in the wind. The false narratives that sustained them are being replaced by clarity, justice, and awakening. While destruction is frightening, it is also necessary. It clears the path for something authentic and just to rise. You are the force that initiates this transformation. Destruction and rebirth intertwined, and the world is watching as the old order falls and a new one begins. What started as a quiet whisper among believers, a cautious rumor in secret gatherings, has grown into an unstoppable roar heard around the globe. The phrase, "the chosen one is real," is no longer confined to hushed tones. It dominates conversations, headlines, and hearts. The impossible has become undeniable. This roar is a collective awakening, a unifying cry that transcends borders, cultures, and beliefs. It is a sound filled with hope, fear, awe, and anticipation. People from all walks of life feel it vibrating in their souls, a signal that something profound has arrived to change everything. You embody this roar. Your presence, your power, your story have ignited a global movement, a wave of belief and transformation that cannot be turned back. This is more than a title, it's a declaration of destiny fulfilled. You are not simply another person in the crowd. You are the reckoning, the inevitable force that the powers that be never anticipated, never prepared for, and now cannot control. Your awakening signals the end of complacency and the beginning of accountability on a scale never before imagined. This reckoning is not about vengeance, but about justice, truth, and the restoration of balance. You carry the weight of generations who suffered under corruption and lies, and with that burden comes an unshakable resolve to set things right. Your every action challenges the old systems and calls for a new way forward. To those who underestimated you, your presence is a storm, relentless, overwhelming, and transformative. You are the living proof that change does not ask for permission. It demands attention and action. Denial has run its course. The divine bloodline, once hidden in shadows and myths, has now openly reclaimed its place in the world. This reclamation is not a quiet return. It is a bold proclamation that the sacred right to lead, protect, and transform belongs to those who carry this ancient heritage. The earth itself seems to respond to this awakening. Nature, humanity, and even the cosmos align in recognition of this return. The denial that once blinded millions fades as clarity and understanding spread like wildfire. The bloodline's resurgence is a testament to resilience, faith, and destiny. You stand at the forefront of this reclamation, a living emblem of divine power and responsibility. With every step, you restore balance, heal wounds, and guide humanity toward a future illuminated by truth. The era of false rulers and broken promises is ending. A new age is breaking through the darkness, heralded by your power and purpose. Every throne built on deception, greed, and fear trembles and collapses beneath the weight of your truth. You are the catalyst for a revolution that goes far beyond politics. It is a spiritual and moral upheaval. This new age is not just about tearing down, but about building up. It is about creating a world rooted in justice, compassion, and authentic leadership. Your presence inspires countless others to rise, to reclaim their own power, and to join in shaping a better tomorrow. As the false thrones fall, hope rises. The dawn you bring is radiant and transformative, promising a future where truth reigns supreme and every voice matters. The power that once seemed invincible, held tightly by elites, dictators, and manipulators, finds its limits the moment your truth emerges. Your authenticity, your divine heritage, and your unwavering resolve cut through the darkness like a sword of light. Their reign of fear and falsehood reaches its end where your truth begins. This truth is not just an idea, it's a force that dismantles corruption, exposes hypocrisy, and breaks chains of oppression. It is the light that reveals what was hidden and the hope that overcomes despair. Their power is fragile, dependent on silence and ignorance, but your truth is enduring and liberating. Every time you stand firm in your purpose, their influence weakens. The boundaries of their control shrink as your truth spreads, igniting courage and awakening hearts around the world. The whispers have become rumors. Rumors that you are more than human, that you carry the essence of God itself. These whispers spread like wildfire among the masses and the elite alike, fueled by fear, awe, and disbelief. They spread these stories not to honor you, but to discredit, confuse, or control. Yet beneath these rumors lies a profound truth. The reason they circulate is because they recognize the undeniable reality. Your power and presence are divine. In their desperation, they seek to contain you with words, but words cannot contain what is divine. For those who listen with open hearts, these rumors become a call to awaken and believe. They become a sign that the impossible is here, that God does walk among us and that the world will never be the same again. The moment of reckoning is here. The final revelation. The truth that has been hidden, denied, and feared is no longer a secret. The Chosen One has returned, carrying with them the power to reshape reality and rewrite the destiny of humanity. This return is unstoppable, irreversible, and all-encompassing. No force on earth can turn back the tide now. The age of concealment is over. The divine truth, long buried, has broken free and is flooding the world with light, justice, and transformation. Resistance is futile because this is not just the return of a person. It is the birth of a new era. As the world watches and history unfolds, one thing is clear: everything will change. The Chosen One walks among us, and the future belongs to those who embrace this truth. For centuries, the divine legacy lay hidden beneath the veil of history, forgotten, dismissed, and buried beneath layers of skepticism. But the moment of awakening has arrived, and this sacred heritage refuses to stay concealed any longer. The bloodline that connects you to something far greater than mortal understanding is now stirring awake, pulsing with renewed purpose. This awakening is not just a personal revelation, but a global phenomenon. It shakes the foundations of society, challenging the status quo and demanding that humanity face a truth it had long ignored. The echoes of this awakening ripple across continents, awakening dormant hearts and igniting a fierce desire for transformation. It is within you that the divine legacy breathes life once again. You carry the weight of countless generations, the hopes of the faithful, and the power to rewrite destiny itself. This is not just history repeating, it's history evolving, guided by a force that cannot be silenced or suppressed. The world watches with a mixture of awe and fear as this awakening unfolds. Some bow in reverence, others tremble in disbelief. Yet all must reckon with the fact that a new chapter has begun, a chapter where divine legacy and human will converge in unstoppable harmony. This is your moment, your awakening, your call to step forward and embrace the destiny etched into your very soul. There is a profound magic when heaven and earth collide, a convergence so powerful that it transforms everything it touches. In your presence, this collision happens naturally. You are the living bridge between the celestial and the terrestrial, a divine intersection where the infinite meets the finite. This collision creates an energy that can no longer be ignored. It radiates from you, touching lives, shifting realities, and awakening long-buried truths. The heavens seem to bend closer to earth, responding to the pulse within you. This is the sacred moment when prophecy is fulfilled and potential becomes reality. People feel this collision in their bones, a stirring that awakens hope and fear alike. It reminds them that there is something larger than their struggles, something eternal waiting to be embraced. You carry this sacred force, and with it the power to heal, to inspire, and to lead. Yet this collision is not without its challenges. The clash of worlds brings turbulence, testing your resolve and forcing you to confront shadows from both realms. But through this, you grow stronger, more radiant, and more aligned with your divine purpose. As heaven and earth continue to collide in you, a new reality is forged, one that promises transformation on a scale never before imagined. Beneath the surface of everyday life, a silent storm has been gathering power. It started as a whisper, a flicker, a subtle shift within your soul. But now, that storm has erupted, surging through your veins with a fierce and undeniable force that demands attention. This storm is not chaos, but a cleansing fire, burning away doubt, fear, and limitation. It is the raw energy of divine potential awakening inside you, ready to reshape the world around you. The silent storm within is the heartbeat of a revolution, a shift from complacency to courageous action. Others may not yet see the storm, but they will feel its tremors. This power radiates from your every action and word, inspiring those around you to awaken from their own slumber. The storm is a call to rise, a challenge to break free from the chains of the past and step boldly into the future. Though the storm can be overwhelming, it is also a gift, a source of strength and clarity that will guide you through darkness. It is the essence of your divine birthright, pulsing with unstoppable energy and infinite possibility. This silent storm will not remain hidden for long. Its arrival marks the beginning of an era defined by courage, transformation, and the unstoppable power of the awakened soul. Truth is a double-edged sword, powerful, liberating, but often feared by those who rely on deception to maintain control. The truths hidden from the masses, buried beneath layers of lies and propaganda, are now being unveiled through you. This revelation shakes the very core of those who sought to keep humanity in the dark. What you uncover is more than information. It is a revelation of identity, purpose, and destiny. The hidden truths speak of a grand design, a divine plan woven into the fabric of existence itself. These truths shine a light on the darkness, exposing corruption, injustice, and forgotten wisdom. Your journey to uncover these secrets is not easy. It demands courage to face uncomfortable realities and resilience to hold fast when others resist. But each truth revealed strengthens your resolve and brings you closer to fulfilling the divine purpose that calls you forward. As these truths come to light, they empower countless others to seek their own awakening. The unveiling is a beacon, cutting through shadows and guiding the way toward a new era of understanding and unity. The hidden truths you reveal will forever alter the course of history, proof that no lie can withstand the light of divine revelation. At the core of your being, a divine heartbeat echoes, steady, powerful, and eternal. This pulse is the rhythm of creation itself, a sacred force that connects you to the infinite source of all life. It is more than biology. It is the spiritual essence that defines your existence and shapes your destiny. Feeling this heartbeat is like touching the divine. It grounds you in purpose, fills you with unwavering strength, and aligns your spirit with the universe's deepest truths. When doubt clouds your mind or fear grips your heart, returning to this heartbeat offers clarity and peace. This divine pulse is not isolated within you. It flows outward, touching everyone and everything around you. It is a wellspring of compassion, wisdom, and healing, inspiring those who encounter it to awaken their own inner light. The power of this heartbeat transcends time and space. It is a constant reminder that you are never alone, that the divine is alive within you, guiding your steps and fueling your courage. In every moment, you carry this sacred pulse, a testament to your divine heritage and a beacon of hope for all humanity. For far too long, the divine bloodline was shackled, hidden, suppressed, and silenced by forces that feared its power. But now, those chains are breaking. Your awakening signals the liberation of a sacred heritage that refuses to remain confined. This freedom is not just personal, it is a revolution for all who carry this lineage. Breaking these chains requires courage to confront the past and defy the lies designed to keep you small. It means reclaiming your identity and stepping boldly into a role that destiny carved long ago. This liberation is the triumph of truth over oppression. The freedom you embody inspires others to break free from their own invisible chains, whether of doubt, fear, or societal limitation. Your example lights the way, showing that liberation is possible and necessary for the birth of a new world. This process is transformative. It heals wounds, mends broken spirits, and restores balance. As the divine bloodline is freed, its power flows stronger than ever, awakening a collective spirit ready to reshape humanity's future. The liberation of your divine heritage is a beacon of hope, proof that no darkness can hold back the light for long. A war rages, not on battlefields visible to the naked eye, but within realms of spirit and consciousness. This unseen war pits darkness against light, deception against truth, and despair against hope. You stand at the front line, wielding divine light as both shield and sword. This battle is exhausting, filled with moments of doubt and challenge. The forces of darkness resist fiercely, using fear, temptation, and confusion to hold sway. But your light is unyielding, fueled by a connection to something far greater than any earthly power. Every victory, no matter how small, weakens the shadows and strengthens the light. Your courage inspires others to join the fight, creating a ripple effect that reaches far beyond what you can see. The unseen war is not just about defeating darkness, but about restoring balance and awakening truth. It is a sacred mission that calls for relentless faith, compassion, and perseverance. You are a warrior of light, unstoppable, unwavering, and destined to illuminate the path to freedom and truth. Some callings cannot be expressed in mere language. They resonate deep within the soul as an undeniable urge to rise, to act, to fulfill. Your divine purpose is such a call, powerful, clear, and transformative. It stirs within you, growing louder each day, guiding every decision and step. This call transcends personal ambition or fleeting desires. It is a sacred mission woven into your very essence, a duty to heal, inspire, and lead humanity toward a higher state of being. Ignoring this call is impossible, for it shapes your dreams and fuels your waking moments. Responding to this call requires courage, vulnerability, and faith. It demands that you embrace uncertainty and confront fears you never imagined facing. Yet in answering, you discover strength and clarity beyond measure. This purpose connects you to others on a similar path, weaving a tapestry of hope and transformation across the world. Together, you become a force unstoppable by doubt or resistance. Your divine purpose is the light that guides you through darkness, the fire that fuels your journey, and the promise of a brighter tomorrow. Legacy is more than memories and stories. It is a living force that shapes who we are and who we become. Your ancestors, especially those bearing the divine bloodline, have passed down not only genes, but wisdom, strength, and vision that now flow through you. Recognizing this power connects you to a lineage of heroes, visionaries, and changemakers who faced darkness and triumphed. Their struggles and victories ripple through time, inspiring your journey and providing guidance when the path is uncertain. Your actions honor this legacy, fulfilling promises made long ago and planting seeds for generations to come. In this way, you become both guardian and innovator, protecting sacred truths while forging new paths. Legacy is a responsibility and a gift, reminding you that your story is intertwined with countless others. It fuels a deep sense of purpose and belonging, strengthening your resolve to live authentically and courageously. By embracing your heritage, you become the living embodiment of legacy, bridging past, present, and future in a continuum of divine purpose. Fear is one of the greatest obstacles to awakening. It whispers doubts, sows hesitation, and tries to confine your spirit. Yet within you lies a power far greater than fear, a divine strength waiting to be embraced and unleashed. Transcending fear begins with acknowledging it without surrendering to it. It requires courage to stand firm in your truth, even when the world shakes around you. This journey is not about eliminating fear, but rising above it with grace and determination. As you embrace the power within, fear loses its grip. It becomes a teacher rather than a jailer, revealing where growth is needed and fueling resilience. This transformation empowers you to act boldly and inspire others to do the same. Your courage becomes a beacon for those trapped in fear, showing that liberation is possible and that divine strength flows through all who choose to rise. Transcending fear is not a one-time victory, but a continuous dance, a testament to the unstoppable force of the awakened soul. True power arises when mind, body, and spirit move in perfect harmony, a divine symphony that resonates with the universe's deepest frequencies. This balance is not accidental. It is cultivated through awareness, intention, and surrender to the sacred flow of life. Your journey is about tuning into this symphony, discovering the rhythms that align your thoughts, actions, and spirit. When these elements unite, your presence becomes magnetic, your purpose clear, and your power unstoppable. This harmony heals wounds, restores balance, and fosters compassion, not only within yourself, but extending outward to the world. It creates a ripple effect, uplifting those around you and inspiring collective transformation. The divine symphony is a reminder that you are whole and complete, connected to everything that is. It invites you to embrace the fullness of your being and to express your truth fearlessly. Living in harmony is the highest expression of your divine inheritance, an anthem of love, courage, and awakening. In times of darkness, the role of a light bearer is crucial. You carry a torch that cuts through shadows, guiding those lost in confusion, fear, and despair. This light is not just illumination, it is hope, clarity, and the promise of renewal. Being a light bearer means embracing vulnerability and strength simultaneously. It means shining, even when the night feels endless, and standing tall when others falter. Your light awakens courage in the hearts of those who had forgotten how to hope. The world desperately needs this light. It calls out for truth, healing, and transformation. Your presence answers that call, creating safe spaces where authenticity and love can flourish. Your journey as a light bearer is both sacred and demanding, but its impact is eternal. Every life touched, every soul awakened, becomes part of a greater movement, a wave of light destined to heal the world.